Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. Welcome back to another What We Learned. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 1. We're bringing these back after Graham Potter's in charge because there's actually different things to talk about now when it comes to West Ham United under this new regime, whether it's good or bad. But yeah, also no stream today. We'll do a stream tomorrow with Alfie at 8 for the GVO show, because the Champions League games are all on Wednesday, so we can do that for 8, and we can probably have more time to talk about stuff as well. But listen, people, if you could subscribe, that would be great. Try to reach 1K. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please subscribe, because 1K. That's what we're trying to do, people. 1K as soon as possible. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing, the biggest load of discourse that was, you know, around the match was Lucas Paqueta. And Lucas Paqueta has been void after Fulkirk has been injured. Danny Ings isn't good enough. Mikel Antonio is obviously still injured from his accident. Um, he's pretty much been the void up front. Him and Kudus are both swapped at false nine at times. I think both have done an okay job there. I think Paqueta probably has just performed better than Kudus the past few games, but he got man of the match. A lot of people were praising him yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, was I too harsh? Was I too harsh? I don't watch games back because I don't want to, and I don't have the time. But I was thinking about it. And I'm like, I don't think Paquetá was as good as people said he was, because I think there were still things that he really, really needed to change. I think people are acting like he's never played this position before as well. He has played in the false nine before, not for us, only in the Conference League once in the group stage a couple of years ago. But he has played false nine before, so it's not exactly the most foreign position to him. Same with Mohamed Kudus, he played false nine, literally played false nine at Anfield against Liverpool and scored. But with Paquetá, I think his hold-up play was really good to an extent. Like his back-to-goal work was good. He was, especially when Digne was entered centre-back, gave us a big advantage. Gave us a big advantage in terms of not only the way they played in possession, but just the height, because we were, as Graham Potter even said in his interview, we were sending long passes up to Thomas Suchek to try and dominate aerially, and then Paquetá was holding the ball, trying to control the ball, trying to control the game, and I think in the first half he started really bad, but everyone was bad in the first half, and then he had like a good 10 minutes, and then I think the last 20 again, the last 25 went back. He went back to normal, went back to type. He dipped again. It was a very wayward performance, because in the second half, I thought I thought he was better in the second half. I thought everyone improved in the second half, but even the chances that we should have finished, they were mostly down to him. Like some of the ridiculous stuff he was trying to do when finishing throughout the game, like trying to flick over Konza or trying to overhead kick, the ball. I don't get it. I don't get him sometimes, honestly. He's a social experiment at times. He's a really big social experiment. Like you think you see more in him than he actually is, but it's because we've seen very good performances from Lucas Paquetá before that we demand more from you. Obviously, you're one of our biggest signings as well, but it's not for me. It's not because of the price tag. It's because of the ability that I've seen on the pitch from you before. I've seen you run games before. I've seen you control games before. He was terrible against Crystal Palace. He was good against Fulham. He was good against the other Aston Villa. It was good against Aston Villa the other time as well. But yesterday, I thought he was okay. I thought he was okay. Like he improved. But that chance where he turned and he missed, that's when you saw me on the watch long throw my Paquetá shirt. I was even saying on the stream that him and Kudus can both leave, and they still can. I don't mind if they leave. Honestly, to me, we're never going to see what I think we should see from them too. They might do better at better clubs, even though I don't think Paquetá can leave because the whole betting case hasn't been resolved. But Mohamed Kudus can definitely leave. That gets me onto my second. Well, yeah, it gets me onto my second thing that we learned. Mohamed Kudus, bro. I've defended you when you've been playing out of position, when you played under terrorist and managers. But now you're playing under a coach. You're playing under a good coach, a proactive coach, a coach that wants to play football, a coach that wants to press high. You ain't got any excuses now. I know the team isn't fully fit, but I can't lie. Some of the things that you're doing on the pitch cannot be justified by injuries that are in other positions around the pitch. This is all you. This is all you, my friend. Like, for me, I personally think that you're a very, very good player, very talented, a baller. But we haven't seen that in weeks. I almost think Mohamed Kudus has got weaker. He used to be strong on the ball. He used to be able to hold four players off. What happened to that player? What happened to that player that could hold four players off when he's been quadrupled on? Because you ain't even been troubled up on in this game. You were against Fulham and Palace, don't get me wrong. But still, some of the mistakes you're making are very basic. You're becoming predictable. People can read your game. You yourself have got to switch it up. You got to start dribbling again. You got to start enjoying football again. I know we haven't got many options right now, but I'd still drop him for Guilherme right now. Because what is Mohamed Kudus giving West Ham right now for the past few games? He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. So when our attackers are back, it should probably just be Paqueta, Bowen, Somerville front three. Listen, I want one of our wingers to play wing back. Maybe Kudus plays wing back, like he did against Fulham. But that's just food for thought there. Let's go on to my third point. Max Kilman. Max Kilman, again, showing his worth. He's come under a lot of criticism, but I think what we learned from this is Konstantinos Mavropanos makes Max Kilman a lot worse, which is what I've been saying for the past couple of weeks. People will be like, well, how can one player make this player worse? Well, everyone's watched football enough for a very long time now to know that centre-back partnerships, one centre-back can make the other one better, one can make the other one worse. Like, think about Gabriel and Saliba. Nobody was talking about Gabriel before Saliba, became Arsenal's first choice. Think about how, I'm talking about the greats here as well, like Rio Ferdinand and Vidic. Think about how they bounced off each other quite well, pause. Like, they covered for each other's deficiencies. Mavropanos makes Kilman a lot worse than he is. And when Duran came on, he dealt with Watkins well as well. Like, when Duran came on, we didn't see a sniff of Duran. And by the way, it's kind of more of a testament to how bad Konstantinos Mavropanos is, because Kilman was playing with Cresswell and Sufal in a back three. They're not centre backs. They have played in a back three before, more so Cresswell than Sufal, and they both improved in the second half. But neither of them are mobile players. Neither of them are good players anymore. Especially, like, Cresswell's still good technically, but he's not a good player anymore. Vladimir Sufal's far from it. Far from it. But Max Kilman still held his own in the centre of a back three, being the only centre back playing for West Ham. So fair play to the guy. Now let's get on to the last point. Ollie Scholes. Ollie Scholes. What a player. What a player, man. Like, a young player is good when they come through and they don't need any loans. They don't need a loan. Ollie Scholes is one of them. Now we're going to see what it's like with the other players when Earthy and Potts come back, whether Orford gets more of a chance or not, whether Casey gets more of a chance or not. It looks like Casey probably won't get a chance if Mavropanos was out. He's the only other centre-back, and Cresswell and Sufal still play over him. So I don't think Casey's going to get a chance, even though I'd like to see him, because we ain't got anything to play for. However, with Ollie Scholes, the guy is just having fun on the pitch. The guy's not overthinking his football. He's literally perfect for this system. Because obviously, Potter even said in the interview, we don't want to defend in the back five and sit too deep. He said that multiple times before. We want to play on the front foot and become a 3. Especially when you're playing 5 defenders as well, as it is. You want He wants his wing backs to be attackers. He's done it before multiple times with other teams. And what you need to do in the Potter system at wing back is jump in to intercept, jump forward. And Ollie Scholes does that perfectly. It was pretty much a resemblance of his previous Aston Villa performance. He came on against Palace was a great spark. He came on against Fulham was a great spark. Every game he's contributed in so far, he's played really well. He is raw. He is raw. And it's funny, he was actually getting a chance in the back end of the Lopetegui era. Well, I think he got one game against Brighton. And there's a reason why he's been forced to get a chance, really, because he's that good. He's that good. But I've been saying this for a couple of years that he was that good. I've been saying that. It was just the injury that set him back, and hopefully he stays fit. And I think him competing with Emerson for that left wing back spot or the left back spot, however you want to do it, is perfect. That means we don't even need to spend any money in that position, which makes it even better, meaning we can focus on other positions. And this guy has put himself into the first team now as a squad player, which I'm very proud of him for doing. And he's just got to keep it up. He's just got to keep it up because he has great attacking ability, but he's not just a one-dimensional fullback. Like, he's not like that. He can defend as well. He can hold himself up defensively. He's not someone that's going to get breezed by a 1v1. So there you go. Make sure to leave a like on the video, people. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. My social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. Email for the inquiries. Road to 1K subscribers. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and peace.